Good evening, Lancer fans, and welcome into Lawrence High School in Lawrence, Massachusetts for this matchup in varsity girls basketball between the Lawrence High Lancers and the Middies of Dracut. Your Lancers come into the game with a record of 2-14, coming off a loss against Andover. Meanwhile, Dracut comes in at 0-16. They're looking for their first win of the season, and they're going to try to get it here on your Lancers home court. Thanks as always for joining us here on LPS Media. My name is Jay Oza, here with you for all the play-by-play commentary. We are going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with the opening tip-off. Welcome back, Lancer fans. Thanks for joining us here on LPS Media. As you can see in the center of your screen, it is the Lancers girls basketball team in action tonight to face off against the Dracut Middies. This MVC matchup features the Lancers coming in with a record of 2-14, not the greatest season. Dracut, meanwhile, 0-16. They are deep into the season, still looking for their first victory, and they're going to try and get it tonight here in Lawrence against the Lady Lancers. Should be a pretty good matchup between these two MVC squads who have both not had exactly the greatest campaign in the 2017-18 season. Starting lineups for the Lancers: Portia Ballestein, Shane Lee Contreras, Yarlene Betances, Jasmine Mejia, and Talacia Solar. The Middies will counter with Ashley Cox, Jessica Gooch, Melissa Ayanuso, Nikki Anderson, and Megan McKay. We are underway here from Lawrence with the Middies controlling the opening tip-off, and they're going to turn it over on their first possession as the ball goes out of bounds over the baseline, and the Lancers have their first possession of the game. They have the ball in the hands of Talacia Solar. Solar passing it inside to Contreras. Now it's back out to Solar with 20 on the shot clock. Pops it from the foul line. Comes up a bit short. Rebound is loose into the hands of Dracut. It's Cox who gets the rebound, and it's tipped out of bounds there. Good defense by Yarlene Betances. The little press from the Lancer defense here in the early going. It's a pass inside to Ayanuso, the captain, senior number 15 for Dracut, and the Middies are on the board 2-0. Here's Mejia dribbling between her right and left hands. There's 13 on the shot clock. She's driving right, trying to kick it to Solar. Solar gets it, pops the three, can't get it to fall. 1 minute into this game, it's a Dracut 2-0 lead. There's Jessica Gooch passing backwards to Ashley Cox. Here's Cox into the paint, kicks it. Gooch driving the lane. Sorry, that is Ayanuso. She drives through the paint, draws the foul, and it will be the senior captain Ayanuso at the line, shooting two. The foul will go on Shane Lee Contreras, her first personal, first team foul, first foul of the game. First free throw rims out for Ayanuso. Ayanuso misses them both, so we're still stuck at 2-0 with the Lancers down here. Solar on the offensive side. The pass a little too tall for Shane Lee Contreras, and the Lancers turn it over on that possession. 6:39 to go here in the first quarter. Still 2-0 Middies. This will be Shane Lee Contreras on defense here. This is Solar and Betances both on the double team on Ayanuso. She gets through, gets an open look for her teammate Megan McKay, who can't knock down the shot. Ayanuso takes the long shot. McKay gets the rebound, and McKay gets two. And that's going to be a timeout called by the Lancer bench. called with 6:23 to go here in the first quarter with the score Dracut 4, Lawrence nothing. Thank you folks for watching LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. We'll take this opportunity to remind you that we broadcast on Comcast Channel 99, Verizon Channel 41, and on YouTube. LPS Media broadcasts 24 hours a day. We cover events at all of the wonderful Lawrence Public Schools. Some of our regular programming includes LHS Sports, theatrical productions, and Inside LHS, a show featuring news from around the LHS campus. Check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel to watch LPS Media every day, all day, on any device. Get the app or open up your favorite browser and you can watch over 1,000 videos from the last 5 years. So Lancer head coach Usharnda Reynolds didn't like what she was seeing in the first 2 minutes of this ball game. And out of the timeout, the Lancers turned the ball over. That was Betances losing the handle on the inside drive, and Dracut gets the ball back. They've got a 4-point lead, trying to come up with their first win of the season right here in Lawrence as the Lancers try to get their third. Nice press from the Lancers. Here's Ayanuso for Dracut, driving all the way to the bucket and getting a nice easy 2. 6-0 Dracut. They've got to be fired up coming out of the gate with a 6-point lead, trying to get their first victory. Outside shot from Battistine is no good, and it goes out of bounds over on the far side. Portia Battistine into the game, can't knock down the outside jumper. Dracut comes up with the ball over on the far side. Cox bringing it up the near side, getting through the press. Outside shot for Anderson is good from the corner. Nikki Anderson has the middies up 9-0 as Solar driving the lane, puts it up with the right hand. She draws the foul and will get to the line for a pair of free throws. Coming with 5:30 to go in the first quarter. And let's see if she can get the Lancers on the board here. Talisha, the junior, can't get the first one to go. Talisha makes one of two. Lancers on the board here, 9-1 with 5:30 to go in the first quarter. This is Cox bringing the ball up for Dracut. Cox gets a lane to the basket. Can't finish, though. Nice rebound by Lawrence. Rebound by Contreras, and Solar will bring the ball up, passing into the corner. It's stolen by Ayanuso, but she stepped on the line. And the Lancers will get the ball right back here with 5:13 to go in the first. They are down by 8. Solar grabs it behind the timeline now, steps over. Contreras with the deep shot, can't get the 3 to go, gets her own rebound, puts the ball on the ground, puts it up with the right hand and front rims it. Rebound goes to Dracut. Here's Ayanuso. Ayanuso trying to take control here early in this game. Brings it into the paint. Now kicks it. Almost stolen by Lawrence. Is tapped out of bounds. Last touched by Dracut. 4:50 to go. First quarter action. Middies on top of the Lancers. 9-1. Solar will bring the ball up for the Lancers. Guarded by Nikki Anderson. Anderson gets a nice steal. Anderson in transition takes the jumper and knocks it down. What a shot there by Nikki Anderson in transition. Solar. Lancers down 11-1. Battistine can't get it to go. Her second attempt. Dracut finally comes away with the rebound. Cox passing out into the corner. Fake shot from Ayanuso. What a drive by Ayanuso. She's having quite the first quarter. Melissa Ayanuso, the senior captain, as I said, is trying to take over this game. She and the middies are up 12 on the Lancers. Very motivated to get that first W. Here's Solar. She's going to pop it from mid-range and back rims it. Ayanuso the rebound. And she's working on Mejia, the Lancer captain. Mejia with some great defense. Now Cox. Ayanuso with it back, trying to drive on Mejia, takes it to the rack. Draws the foul from Jasmine Mejia. Foul came on the floor, so no shot. That's the first personal foul on Mejia. Third team foul of this first half. The score 13-1. Dracut on top of Lawrence. Nice block there by Mejia. She thought she had the block though, but she is guilty of the foul on Ashley Cox. So Mejia picks up her second personal. Now that's the fourth team foul of the first half, and Cox at the line shooting two, misses the first one. Sub into the game for the Lancers is number 12, Haley Gill, a senior captain. Mejia to the bench for now. So Cox misses them both, and the Lancers come away with the rebound into the hands of Battistine. Portia passing low, gets it into DeLeon, who takes the shot, comes up short though. Rebound to Lawrence. Here's Solar on the near side, open for three, and she knocks it down. Talacia Solar has scored all four of the Lancer points here tonight. It's 13-4, a 9-point game with over 3 minutes to go here in the first. Layup is missed by Cox. Here's Solar in transition. Pass to Battistine underneath. Solar for three again. No good off the front rim. Rebound goes to Gill. Gill hands off to Solar. Solar back to Gill. And she took an extra step with it in front of the Middies bench. 2:42 to go. First quarter action. Dracut visiting Lawrence, and they're in the lead by 9. 13-4 is our score as we head towards the late stages of this first quarter. Here's Ayanuso. Nice move to the left hand, puts it up with the right and gets it to go. This game has been all about Melissa Ayanuso so far. Solar behind the back. Passes over to the far side into the hands of Carpio. And we're going to have a foul on the floor before the shot, it appears. Foul is going to go on Emma Walsh, one of the senior captains of Dracut. It was before the shot, so the Lancers will inbound from the baseline. Battistine pops the three, no good. Rebound into the hands of Ayanuso. Ayanuso in transition, bringing the ball up. Ayanuso, nice move to the cup. Gets it to go. Melissa Ayanuso trying to will these Dracut Middies to their first victory of the season. Outside shot is no good from Delis DeLeon. Pass up ahead for Dracut. Transition shot is no good. The rebound was put up by Jessica Goosh. And it goes out of bounds, but it was last touched by Lawrence High. The Middies retain possession. It's 17-4, Dracut on top. Ayanuso comes up short on that one. And Solar has it, passing to Battistine. Battistine pulls up from mid-range. Can't get it to go, wide right. Shot from the corner comes up short. And Dracut comes up with it. Nice rebound there by McKay. Long pass is too tall for number 22, Allison Martin. And Dracut turns the ball over. 17-4 is the score. Dracut in town here trying to come up with their first W of this season. They've had 16 L's. They're pretty pumped here tonight, coming out on fire in Lawrence. Outside shot is no good. Betances couldn't get that one to go. Now McKay up in transition. Lancers get the steal. Battistine up ahead to Betances. Can't finish, though. De Leon can't get that one to finish either. Rebound is still loose. And now it's Solar. Fakes the shot, takes the shot, makes it. Talacia Solar has all 6 Lancer points so far tonight. And it is 17-6. Lancers down by 11 with 31.4 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's going to be a travel before the shot on De Leon. Another turnover for the Lancers. Comes with 25.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Cox bringing the ball up, guarded by Solar. Under 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Cox lost the handle, stolen by Battistine, looking for Solar, and it's stolen right back by Dracut's number 22, Allison Martin. Cox double teamed into the hands of Martin. 4 seconds to go, puts it up. 1 second left, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We move ahead to the second with the score. Middies 17, Lancers 6. Folks, we want to thank you for watching LPS Media, and we will take this opportunity to remind you to check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Get the app or open up our browser to watch our videos. We have over 1,000 from the last 5 years currently featured. Arlington School students got a chance to explore 3D printing in a recent STEM lesson. The LHS art students created a mural at the Learning Commons area of the school. And coming soon, the boys basketball team had a big victory against Haverhill last week, featuring an alley-oop slam dunk from Juan Felix Rodriguez to Luis Reynoso. Remember, you can check out all those videos as well as previous sports games, concerts, and theatrical performance on the LPS Media YouTube channel. Second quarter underway here from Lawrence. Our score after 17-6. The Middies on top of the Lancers. Lawrence a 2-14 record. The Middies an 0-16 record. Outside shot from the corner, no good from Gill. Sorry, that was Betances in the corner, beg your pardon. Cox takes it to the basket, can't finish. And that's a nice rebound by Betances to track it down. Now Solar bringing the ball up the far side. De Leon looking for Solar. And that's going to be a backcourt violation as the pass was a little bit off the mark. Lancers turn it over, and it'll be Middies basketball with 7:17 to play in the second quarter. Lancers get Hazel Boone into the game. Here's Cox. Pulls up from mid-range. No good. Rebound. Lancers control it. Here's Solar. Thought about the shot. Now kicks it to the corner. 3-ball. No good from Betances. Rebound into the hands of Battistine. Now it's Solar with a fresh shot clock to work with. Takes the runner off the glass. No good. Rebound is loose, and it's grabbed by Iannuzo. Iannuzo switches to the right hand and drives it all the way to the bucket, where she will draw the foul and earn herself 2 free throws. First free throw is good. It's a 12-point lead for the Middies. 18-6 our score here from Lawrence with 6:42 remaining in the second quarter. Iannuzo can't get the second one to go. And Boone pulls down the rebound. Solar, far side drive, slashing through the lane, but she couldn't finish. Here's Cox looking up ahead to Ayanuso. Nice pass. Ayanuso, can she finish? Yes. 20-6. Dracut bench fired up. They've opened up a 14-point lead. Solar looking to pass it to Betances, but Betances wasn't looking for it. And that's another Lancer turnover. .6:15 to go, second quarter action. Middies 20, Lancers 6. Here's Cox working on Solar. Cox stops, now switches to the right hand. Now kicks it to the corner. Into the hands of Gooch. Lays it down for McKay. Now Ayanuso takes the three. Comes up short. McKay trying to save it. Stepped out of bounds. Lancer basketball with 5:56 left in the first half. Here's Talacia Solar. She has all 6 points for the Lancers tonight so far. .15 on the shot clock for Lawrence High. Here's an inside pass to Contreras. 3 ball. A little bit long on the shot. Rebound goes to Ayanuso. Ayanuso in transition, as she has been seemingly all night. Puts up a tough angle shot, and she draws the foul. Nice job by Ayanuso. And she will get to the line once again with a chance to add to the Middies' 14-point lead. First free throw good for Ayanuso. That foul was on Shaynlee Contreras. She picks up her second personal, 6th team foul for the Lancers here in the first half. Ayanuso makes them both. It's an 18-point lead now, 22-6. With 5:23 remaining in the first half. Solar loses it, but into the hands of Contreras. Kicked back out to Solar. Takes the three. Front rims it. Once again, into the hands of Ayanuso after the rebound. Cox is open for three. Long on the shot. Rebound goes to Lawrence. In transition, nice bucket for the Lancers. 22-8. That one goes through the hands of Megan McKay on the pass from Cox. Turnover for the Middies. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Solar brings it up for the Lancers. Switching over to the right hand. Gets the pick from Boone. Pick and roll doesn't work as Ashley Cox had it defended. And Middies basketball with the score 22-8. Nice defense there inside by Lawrence. Cox couldn't get it to go. And here's Contreras in transition. She takes the mid-range jumper. Couldn't bank it home. Rebound attempt into the hands of Mejia, who puts it up, and she draws the foul. Jasmine Mejia, senior captain at the line, shooting two. After Nikki Anderson of Dracut picks up her second personal foul. Third team foul. Boone goes back to the bench as the Lancers get Betances back into the game. Mejia couldn't make her free throws. 4:20 to go here in the first half, 22-8. Spin move by Ayanuso, taking it to the rack. Once again, she draws the foul. The Lancers do not have an answer right now for Melissa Ayanuso, the senior captain, number 15, for the Middies. Foul goes on Shaynlee Contreras, her third personal, 7th team foul. So the Middies will be shooting free throws the rest of the way in the last 4 minutes and 13 seconds of the first half. Second free throw, no good. Rebound goes to Betances. Betances driving hard all the way to the basket, can't finish. Rebound to Dracut. This is Julia Otoski, one of the captains. She kicks it to Gooch. Gooch with the reverse layup, but Gooch stepped out of bounds. Under 4 minutes to play now. Second quarter action with the Lancers down 22-8. Foot was on the line, and Betances couldn't get it to go. Lancers get the rebound, though. Mejia to Solar, takes it from mid-range, and she gets it to go. Solar has 8 of the Lancers' 10 points, and the Lancers down by 12. 22-10 with 3:25 left in the first half. Ayanuso with a pass into the corner. Stolen. Solar with it in transition, going all the way to the basket, now leaves it. Nice 2 there for Yarlene Betances. Great vision by Solar to make that pass. Back to a 10-point game. Here's Gooch. High dribble, and that's called a carry. Turnover for Dracut comes with exactly 3 minutes left in the first half. Here is Solar. Dracut playing straight up, man-to-man defense, nothing too crazy. See if the Lancers can solve it. Solar thought about the shot. Dribbles, picks it up, passes it off. Shot is in the air, and it comes up short from De Leon. Ayanuso in transition, left-handed dribble, left-handed shot, and she draws the foul yet again. .230 remaining here in the second quarter. Dracut having one of their best nights of the season, at least so far. They're up 22-12, trying to pick up their first win of the 2017-18 season. And the Lancers are trying to keep that from happening here on their home court. That last foul was on De Leon. She picks up her first personal 8th team foul. Second free throw is good from Ayanuso, and the Dracut Middies want to call timeout and talk things over as we head down the home stretch here in the first half from Lawrence. Timeout comes with 2:30 to play in the second. The score, Middies 23, Lancers 12. And we will take this opportunity to remind you to check out the Lawrence Public Schools website on any browser or any device. Just head to lawrence.k12.ma.us. Currently featured AFT President Randy Weingarten read to students at the Rollins School. The Breen School held their first Urban Voices concert, and Abbott Lawrence Academy students performed a piece from the musical Aida. Remember, you can read about all of those events and more at the LPS homepage, lawrence.k12.ma.us. So with 2:30 to play here in the second quarter, it's going to be Dracut basketball, and they've got a lead of 11 points. The Lancers going to try and do their best to dig into that lead as much as possible before the halftime break here at Lawrence High. Sorry, it's actually Lawrence possession after the timeout. Nice drive, but no finish for the Lancers. That's been the story tonight, getting a few good looks. Missing some layups, though. Here's Ayanuso for 3. No good, little wide left. Ayanuso with it again, passing into the corner. Here's McKay up the middle. No good. Beg your pardon, that's Emma Walsh, number 35, not McKay. Dracut ball, under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 23-12 still to score. Jessica Gooch inside. Tipped out by Lawrence, but Ayanuso gets it. Can't finish. Rebound put up by Gooch, no good. And foul comes underneath, I believe, on the shot. And that was the senior captain, Emma Walsh. So here is Walsh at the line. Misses the first half of the 1-and-1. Lancers have it with 1:35 to go, down by 11. Pass into the corner for Betances. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Mejia. Loses the handle. Almost stolen again by Lawrence. Almost stolen again by Lawrence. Finally stolen by Lawrence. And a nice two. Talk about hustle from Yarlene Betances. Ultimate hustle play right there. And look at that. She's going after it again. On the third attempt, finally got the steal and stole a couple points to make it a 9-point game, 23-14. We are now into the final minute of the second quarter. As Mejia will bring the ball up for the Lancers. Passing it up ahead. Outside shot is good for Haley Gill. And the Lancers are all of a sudden within 6 here. 41 seconds to go in the second quarter. No good from Walsh. But there is a foul on the rebound attempt, and it's going against Lawrence. Stalacia Solar on the arm. She picks up her first personal 10th team foul. Comes with 35.9 seconds left. And Jessica Gooch, the junior, will have a chance to add to the lead for Dracut. The first free throw is off. (23-17). Lancers down by 6. Gooch's second free throw, can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Betances, and we have a whistle underneath. Lancers are applauding. That's going to be a foul against Dracut on the rebound attempt. Fouls on Walsh, second personal. All right, Lancer basketball here. 25 on the shot clock. There's the three, no good. Lancers trying to get a 2-for-1 there, but the shot clock is turned off now. Under 30 seconds to go. Ayanuso can't finish, and now 15 seconds remaining in the half. This could be the final possession. Pass inside to Mejia, and it's stolen by Dracut. Here's Gooch. Gooch with 5 seconds left in the half, all the way to the bucket. Gets it to go. What a power move there by Gooch. Final second. Solar will not have a chance to shoot it. And that's the end of the first half here from Lawrence. The 0-16 Middies lead your 2-14 Lancers. The score at halftime, Dracut 25, Lawrence 17. Thank you, folks, for watching LPS Media. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with the second half.
True or false? Diet soda is healthier than regular soda.
Artificial sweeteners found in Diet Coke have been found to increase sugar craving because it's not a natural source of sugar.
Also, artificial sweeteners trigger insulin, which sends your body into fat storage mode and can lead to weight gain.
Welcome back, Lancer fans. Thanks for joining us here on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics. We are live here watching some varsity girls basketball here within the Merrimack Valley Conference on LPS Media. We'd like to thank our crew this evening, the Hernandez sisters, Karina, Carolina, Kiana, Mimi Tan, Jessica Pimentel, David Vinas, Andy Lean. Our producer is Mr. Luis Lopez. My name is Jay Oza. It's a pleasure, it's a privilege to bring you the coverage of tonight's game between Dracut and Lawrence here in the MVC at Lawrence High School in Lawrence, Massachusetts. So here's the story, everybody. Your Lancers 2-14, not exactly their greatest campaign, but the Middies come in with a record of 0-16, and Dracut is trying to pick up their very first win of the season right here on your home floor, and they are off to a pretty good start in this ball game. Score right now 27-18 with the Middies on top. The Lancers have Yarlene Betances at the line. She makes 1 of 2. Ball is loose, and it's picked up by Megan McKay. Now it's Ashley Cox trying to extend the Middies' 9-point lead. That shot is no good. Out of the hands of Nikki Anderson. Second attempt there is good by Ayanuso, and Ayanuso is fouled as she takes it to the bucket. She'll be at the line shooting 2. So I mentioned earlier in the first half, this game has been all about Melissa Ayanuso, the captain of Dracut, and she has been impressive tonight, facilitating the Dracut offense. A lot of points in transition for the Middies tonight, and Ayanuso makes 1 of 2. Dracut back up to a 10-point lead. It's 28-18 with 7:12 to play here in the third. Battistine comes through with a 3, and now all of a sudden it's a 7-point game. Lancers get a steal here. Solar gets the finish. Nice steal by Lawrence High. Great defense. And 5 quick points after the Battistine 3 and the Solar layup. All of a sudden it's 28-23 with the Lancers pressing and trying to get another turnover. Looked like a backcourt violation against Dracut. A few fans behind me screaming for it. And the Lancers almost had another possession. But either way, Dracut turns it over. And it's going to be Lancer basketball with 6:43 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Betances trying to make a move. Kicks it to Solar. Pops it. No good off the front rim. Rebound to Gooch. Up ahead to Ayanuso. That's a high dribble. And Ayanuso gets away with the travel there. 7-point lead. Battistine for another 3. Oh, and she wanted that one. Can't get it to go. That one was halfway down and decided to rim out. .6:19 to play here in the third quarter. 7-point lead for Dracut. Here's Battistine on defense against Cox. Passed up ahead. Lancers get another steal. They're really picking up the defense. Betances all the way to the basket, but she can't finish the layup. Now strips the ball, and she gets a jump ball. Nice hustle once again from Yarlene Betances. Excellent defense from her tonight so far. So the Lancers get the possession thanks to the possession arrow. Battistine for 3. Too long on that one. Mejia the rebound. Betances thought about the 3 twice, now kicks it. Timeout called by Lancer coach Yusharnda Reynolds, and she's pretty fired up for the first time tonight, seeing her beg her team to play some defense, and she's got a word for her squad as the Lancers picking up the intensity here in the third quarter with 5:54 to play. The score, Middies 30, Lancers 23. Lancers' 2 victories this season came at Somerville, and the second one came here at home. All the losses for Lawrence have really piled up. They've lost 9 games in a row. The last time they got out of the 30s was back on the 2nd day of January. They scored 52 against Haverhill. So they are looking for some offense here. Yusharnda Reynolds, head coach of the Lancers, screaming to her girls earlier. It's the defense that comes first and the offense will follow. So after the timeout, let's see what the Lancers have cooked up here. 7-point lead. It's a 3-ball from the far side, and it's no good from Haley Gill, but the Lancers get the offensive board. Here's Battistine. Portia Battistine to Talacia Solar. Now Haley Gill back to Solar. 14 on the shot clock. Pass to Mejia. Kicked out to Betances. Can't get it to go. Rebound is loose into the hands of Battistine, who can't get it to go on the runner. Stolen by Mejia. Good heads-up play there. Now Solar couldn't handle the pass, and the Lancers turn it over. .5:12 to play here in the third. It's a 7-point lead for the Middies. 30-23 is our score. Lancers keeping it close here on the Middies, who are just extremely fired up to pick up their first win of the season. Dracut ball. Here comes the defense. Into the corner for Cox. Cox with an inside pass. Atoski underneath. Rebound to Solar. Atoski, senior captain, couldn't get that one to go. Here's Mejia. Takes the mid-range jumper. No good. Wide left. Nice hustle there from Battistine to track down the loose ball. Solar takes the mid-range shot. No good off the back rim. Another rebound for Lawrence. Betances. Now out to Mejia. Back to Betances. Takes the 3. No good off the front rim. Another rebound for Lawrence, and Dracut finally gets the steal. Here's Cox in transition. Cox all the way to the bucket. Puts it up. No good. And it is a jump ball. Good defense by the Lancers. It's going to stay on that side with Dracut hanging on to possession via the possession arrow. The pass inside to McKay. Leaves it for Cox. Back to McKay. McKay will draw the foul. I believe it will be on Betances. Nope, it's going to go on Mejia. Jasmine Mejia, the senior captain, picks up the foul. Third personal, second team foul. No shot on that play. Outside shot from the captain. Atoski is no good. Nice board by Betances. She brings the ball up with the right hand, switches to the left, gets into the paint, puts it up off the glass. Gets 2. Nice sequence there for Yarlene Betances. It's 30-25, and it's a 5-point lead. Here's Cox driving the lane, puts up the runner, gets the roll. Cox makes it 32-25. Solar puts the ball on the ground. There's an injured Midi on the floor as the ball is loose. On the rebound, we're going to have an injury timeout. It's Ayanuso. And I don't think anyone wants to see that. One of the stars of this game so far is going to have to head to the bench for a moment. Favoring that left leg. And the Lancers will try to make a run while Ayanuso is on the bench. Nice defense, though, as Atoski tips that one out of bounds. Mejia bringing the pressure. Sorry, it was tapped out by Mejia. Here's Atoski looking for a pass, gets it up ahead. Allison Martin loses it. Battistine with the steal. Solar in transition, puts it up with the right hand, and she draws the foul. Talacia Solar at the line, shooting 2. The score 32-25. Dracut still on top by 7. Solar at the line for a pair with 3:16 remaining in the third quarter. Solar brings the Lancers within 6. (32-26), 3:16 to go. Third quarter action. Talacia is able to make them both, and she's able to make it a 5-point game. Lancers going for their third win of the season. Dracut going for their first. Here's a Toski. Here comes the pressure from Lawrence, trying to trap Cox in the corner. Gooch, baseline drive, lost the handle, stolen by Betances. Up ahead to Talacia Solar. Solar switching to the left hand, puts up the runner, no good off the glass. Rebound is loose. It's Battistine who comes up with it. Now Solar from the corner, no good. And it looks like Mejia picks up a foul in the corner. Mejia's racking them up now. She's got her 4th personal, 3rd team foul. And she's going to stay in the game with 4 fouls. Risky, as the senior captain could foul out on her next foul. What a drive, but no good on the finish, as Allison Martin couldn't get that one to go. Lancer basketball, Lawrence High still down by 5. It's 32-27, as that foul is going to go on Emma Walsh. Solar up ahead to Betances. Betances with a strong left-handed drive. Put it up with the right hand but couldn't finish. Battistine to Betances again. Mid-range shot, no good off the front rim. Gets her own rebound off the glass, no good. Betances can't open up the bank right there. And Ayanuso back into the game. Gets 2 in transition, making it look easy. Two minutes, 5 seconds to go in the third quarter, and that's going to be a foul called on Dracut, I believe. Foul is going to go against Cox. That's going to be her first personal, 4th team foul for Dracut. And head coach Peter Witz of the Middies asks for timeout. This timeout comes with 2:03 remaining in the third quarter, with the score Middies 34, Lancers 27. We'll take a look at the road ahead for your Lawrence High Lancers. After tonight's game, the Lancers have 3 more regular season games. They will play at Central Catholic on Friday, February the 9th. And then they will finish the regular season with 2 home games. Lancers will host the Red Raiders of Lowell on Tuesday, February 13th at 7 p.m. And then to finish off the regular season, the Lancers will host the Golden Warriors of Andover on Friday, February the 16th at 7 p.m. All right, back to the action after the Dracut timeout. Lancer basketball under the net. Into the hands of Battistine, who pops it. Can't come up with the 3. Rebound, Betances. Can't get it to go. Battistine comes up with the board and a fresh 30. Now Yarlene. And Betances took a step with that one. Cox bringing the ball up. She's got a little lane to work with into the paint. Now kicks it out to McKay. No good. Rebound loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Battistine. 1:35 to go here in the third. 34-27. It's a 7-point lead for the Middies. Here's Ayanuso inbounding the ball, finds Cox, who puts it up, and she draws the foul. Heads up play there by Cox. And Portia Battistine picks up her first personal, 4th team foul of the second half. Comes with 1:33 left in the third quarter. Cox can't make the first free throw. She's got one to come, trying to extend this Dracut lead up to 8. Let's see if she can do it. No good on the second free throw, so it remains a 7-point lead for Dracut. 1:30 to go here in the third. Battistine pops it. Gets it to go. 34-29. It's back to a 5-point game. The Lancers haven't come any closer than 5 since very early in this ball game. And Allison Martin trying to keep it that way as the Middies go back up by 7. Outside shot from Gill, no good. Rebound Cox. Stolen by Yarlene Betances. Great job. On defense, Yarlene leaves it for Battistine. Under a minute to go here in the third. 7-point game, almost stolen by Cox, but Solar pops it, drops it. Talacia Solar brings it back to a 5-point game with 40 seconds left in the third. Here's Cox. Now McKay. Here's Martin. Martin all the way to the basket. What a smooth drive by Martin. Solar with 25 seconds left in the quarter. 7-point lead for Dracut. Back out to Solar. Battistine. And that's not a good pass. It's stolen by Gooch. Gooch to the bucket for 2. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Battistine back to Betances with 1 second. And the Lancers were not aware of the clock. After 3 quarters of play, Dracut with a 40-31 lead over the Lancers. Folks, we will take this opportunity to thank you for watching LPS Media and remind you that we broadcast on Comcast Channel 99, Verizon Channel 41, and on YouTube. LPS Media broadcasts 24 hours a day. We cover events at all of the wonderful Lawrence Public Schools. Some of our regular programming includes LHS Sports, theatrical productions, and Inside LHS show featuring news from around the LHS campus. Check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel to watch LPS Media all day, every day on any device. Get the app or open up your favorite browser and you can watch over 1,000 videos from the last 5 years. The fourth quarter is underway here from Lawrence. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. The score, Dracut on top by 9, 40-31, as Solar makes a 3 from the corner. It's 40-34, right back to a 6-point game. Dracut is 0-16 this year. They are looking for their very first victory, and the way they see it, they're about 8 minutes away from doing so. And the Lancers will do anything to keep that from happening right here on their home court. They've got 6 points to make up, 40-34. And this one should be a doozy as we go down the home stretch here from Lawrence High. Lancers pick up a steal. It's Mejia. Betances puts it up. No good. She couldn't get the finish. .7:33 to go in the game. Middies lead by 6. Middies turn it over. Talacia Solar with the steal. Pass goes out of bounds. Another turnover for the Lancers. 7:28 to go in the ball game. Still a 6-point lead for Dracut. Cox bringing the ball up for the Middies. Guarded by Mejia. Mejia playing with 4 fouls. Baseline drive for Gooch. Can't get the finish. Foul is going to be on McKay. Megan McKay picks up her second personal. That is the 5th team foul. Still a 6-point game. Betances kicks it to Solar. Nice shot off the glass. De Leon gets the finish. Only a 4-point game now. That 3 was way off. Here's Ayanuso, and it's a jump ball. It's going to be Dracut ball on the possession arrow. 4-point game, 6:51 to play. Dracut trying to extend their lead. Let's see what they can do here. Atoski puts the ball on the ground. Now McKay, stolen by Solar. Solar all alone. And she gets the finish. All of a sudden, it's a 2-point game, and Dracut wants to call timeout with 6:39 left in the 4th. It's Dracut 40, Lawrence 38. You can take a quick look at the Dracut schedule. They've had losses this season, 16 of them against Bedford, Tingsboro, Lawrence, Tentasqua Regional, Bedford, Tewksbury, Chelmsford, Central, North Andover, Billerica, Methuen, Haverhill, Chelmsford, and Norwood. And they find themselves here in Lawrence with 6:39 left in the game and a 2-point lead. They've had their moments tonight, but they are trying desperately to hang on for the victory against your Lancers, who are on the comeback trail, down by only 2. They were down by as many as 18 in the first half, and they've whittled the lead down to a pair. It's 40-38 with 6:39 left in the ball game. Here we go. It's Ayanuso bringing the ball up. The Lancers have picked up their defense. Can they continue it? 2 free throws coming up for Ayanuso. And that foul comes on the shot. Ayanuso will get to the line for a pair of free throws. And that foul's on De Leon. She picks up her second personal, 15th foul of the second half. Ayanuso can't pick up the first free throw. Remains a 2-point game. Second free throw is good. It's 41-38. Dracut on top by 3. Here's Betances. De Leon takes the 2. Front rims it. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up with the left hand. Can't finish. McKay the rebound. That's going to be a jump ball. This time, Lancer ball thanks to the possession arrow. Mejia gets ready to inbound, looking, gets it into Solar. Solar takes the jumper. Long on the shot, Betances the rebound, kicks it to Mejia, takes the jumper. No good off the back rim. Betances fighting for the rebound, but it's Ayanuso who takes an extra step. Traveling violation and another turnover for Dracut. Not the prettiest ball game of the season, but both of these two teams fighting hard for a victory. It's a 3-point game with 6:06 left, and that's all you can ask for as a fan. De Leon for 3, no good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound again. Puts the ball down, and it's stolen. Nice steal there by Anderson. Up ahead to Ayanuso. Puts up the shot and gets 2. 43-38. Dracut playing well in crunch time here. After the timeout, here's Betances putting the ball on the ground all the way to the basket. Can't open up the bank tonight, though. Stolen there by Mejia, and Lancer basketball once again. Betances takes the 3. Off the glass, no good. Ayanuso the rebound. 43-38, Lancers down by 5. Ayanuso kicks it. 3 ball is no good. Anderson on the shot. She couldn't get it to fall. We have a foul on the floor. Foul is going to be on Yarlene Betances, her second personal foul, 6th team foul. 5:19 to go in the ball game. Dracut still leads by 5. Ayanuso trying to put up the runner, and it's a jump ball. Lancers like that call. Great defense. The Lancers have picked up their defense immensely here in the second half. Dracut keeps possession. Almost stolen by Solar. She taps it out of bounds. More good defense. Good things happen to the Lancers when they play with some tough defensive intensity. 5:12 to go in the game. Still a 5-point lead for Dracut. Tipped out of bounds there by Mejia. There's Atoski, guarded by Betances. Betances trying so hard for the steal, but now she's going to be called for a reach-in foul. Unless it goes on DeLeon. Let's see. Nope. It's going to go on Betances. Another personal foul for Yarlene. It's going to be her 3rd personal. 7th on the team. First half of the 1-and-1 is good for Atoski. Julia Atoski, a senior captain, number 25 for the Middies. Extending the lead out to 6. 5:05 left in the ball game. And Julia Atoski makes 1 of 2. Rebound into the hands of Mejia. Mejia draws the foul on the aggressive take. It'll be Nikki Anderson who picks up that foul. As Dracut gets Cox back into the game. Five minutes exactly to go in the ball game. Methuen gets a sub into the game. It's Allison Martin, the sophomore. Here's a pass into Betances. Fakes the shot. Stops the dribble. Pass to Mejia. Back to Betances for 2. Rims out. Rebound to Cox. Up ahead to Ayanuso. 4:47 left in the game. Ayanuso, the spin move. Can't bank it home. Martin the board. Strong take, and she gets 2. Draws the foul, and she'll be at the line with a chance for a 3-point play. That is a huge play in this ball game. Allison Martin, the sophomore, with a dagger right there. Drawing the foul, getting the shot to go. Lead is back up to 8, and Martin has a chance to make it 9. She can't convert, but Dracut almost with a chance for a 4-point play there, but it's 46-38 as Mejia takes the shot. Can't get it to go. That one is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Lawrence. And the Lancers want to call timeout. Yusharnda Reynolds, the head coach, asks for time, and she gets it with 4:29 to go in the ball game. The score, Middies 46, Lancers 38. We will take this opportunity to remind you to check out the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Get the app or open up your browser to watch videos that we have. We have over 1,000 of them from the last 5 years. We currently have featured Arlington school students getting a second chance to explore 3D printing in a recent STEM lesson. LHS art students created a mural at the Learning Commons area of the school. And coming soon, the boys basketball team had a big victory against Haverhill last week, featuring an alley-oop slam dunk from Juan Felix Rodriguez to Luis Reynoso. Remember, you can check out all those videos, as well as previous sports games, concerts, and theatrical productions on the LPS Media YouTube channel. Lancers down by 8 with 4:26 left in the game. Nice shot there by Gooch to get 2, and all of a sudden the Middies are in complete control of this ball game after the Lancers brought it to within 2. Lancers turn it over there. Lancers making a switch on defense here, and it results in a steal, but a foul called. Perhaps on Yarlene Betances, and she's trying to sneak away, as that would be her 4th personal if it's on her. Foul's going to go on Battistine for her 2nd personal. Nope, the foul goes on Dracut, beg your pardon. And that's a violation on Lawrence High, and so the Lancers have to forfeit those free throws thanks to the lane violation. Lancers can't catch a break here. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Now they're down by 12, 50-38. Here's Betances. Into the corner for Battistine. Battistine with an open look. She pops it, can't get it to go wide left. Lancers down by 12, 3:31 to go in the game, in need of a stop here. Here's Jessica Gooch. And the Lancers come up with a steal with Betances. Is Betances in transition off the glass? No good. She misses the layup, and she's able to aggressively grab the ball and get a jump ball. And the Lancer bench calls for time. Timeout coming with 3:18 to go in the game, with the score Middies 50 and the Lancers 38. And we can take this opportunity to remind you to check out the Lawrence Public Schools website on any browser, your favorite browser, and on any device, your favorite device. Just head to lawrence.k12.ma.us. Currently featured, AFT President Randy Weingarten read to students at the Rollins School. The Breen School held their first Urban Voices concert, and Abbott Lawrence Academy students performed a piece from the musical Aida. Remember, you can read about all those events and more at the LPS homepage, lawrence.k12.ma.us. Want to give a big shout out to our crew this evening. We have all of the Hernandez sisters on hand, Karina, Carolina, and Kiana. We have Mimi Tun, Jessica Pimentel, David Venus, Andy Lean, our producer, Mr. Luis Lopez. My name is Jay Oza. It's an honor, it's a privilege, it's a pleasure to provide you with this commentary and this coverage of tonight's game between Dracut and Lawrence. We ask you to tune in Friday night when the Lancers take on Central Catholic in boys basketball. It should be the best game of the regular season, with both teams in the top 15 rankings. Statewide Boston Globe rankings, that is. Should be a packed house, should be a great game, should be very competitive, and the Lancers march towards the postseason. Meanwhile, some business to attend to here as we go down the home stretch in Lawrence, as the Dracut Middies trying to close in on their first victory of the season. They must be pretty hyped right now, but they are far from done here as Betances draws the foul and gets to the line. 2:33 to go in the ball game. Dracut has a 12-point lead. It's 50-38. Cox picks up the foul, her second personal. Free throws coming up for Betances. Let's see what she can do, trying to bring the Lancers within 10. First free throw, no good. 2:33 to go in this one. Second free throw from Betances is good. 50-39. Lancers need to come up with 11 points and some defense here in the final 2:30. Here's Cox looking inside for Ianuso. That's a nice pass, and there's a whistle. Believe it's going to be a foul on the floor. Battistine picks up the foul. And that's going to be the 9th team foul, so 1-1 coming up for Ianuso. First half of the 1-1 with Dracut up by 11 is no good. Well off. Here's Betances driving, kicking to Mejia. Now Battistine. De Leon for 3. Long on the shot. Betances fighting for it. Puts it down for De Leon. Good job there. Lancers have 21 seconds on the shot clock. Battistine comes over to the coach. Lancers set a pick. Betances kicking to De Leon. Thought about the shot. Puts it on the ground. 6 to shoot. Betances has it stolen. Martin underneath, and Allison Martin, after the steal, draws the foul. And it's going to be Arlene Betances guilty of that foul. 4th personal for Yarlene. Dracut into the double bonus. First free throw is no good for Martin. Second free throw, no good. Still an 11-point game. Time running out, but the Lancers still with the shot here as Betances drives it all the way to the bucket. Can't finish. Rebound, Battistine. Solar the 3. Yes. Timeout, Lawrence with 1:27 to play. 8-point game. The score 50 for the Middies, 42 for the Lancers. We'll take a look at the Lancers' last game. It was a 68-30 loss when the Lancers played at Andover. Talacia Solar led the way for the Lancers with 14 points. Betances added 9. Portia Battistine with 3 in that game. And Mejia and De Leon both adding 2. There's 30 points for the Lancers. Lancers have scored 42 points tonight, and that is their highest point total since Tuesday, January the 2nd against Haverhill. Only 5 times this season the Lancers have got into the 40s. And it's an 8-point game. Dracut basketball. Here we go. Long pass up ahead to McKay. McKay looking for Gooch. Lancers get the steal they were looking for, but Dracut steals it right back, and they get an easy 2 thanks to Ashley Cox. Back to a 10-point game. Lancer basketball, 1:10 remaining in the game. Not a good pass as Solar did her best to save it. Under a minute to go now. Solar picks up the steal. Lancers needing points with 50 seconds left in the game. Here's Battistine, pops it. No good off the front rim. Rebound loose. Battistine taps it to Solar. 42 seconds. Solar takes the 3. No good off the front rim. Cox the rebound. Here's McKay. 30 seconds left in the game. Ianuso with the strong drive. Gets 2. Draws the foul. That should seal the deal here, folks. Ianuso with a chance for a 3-point play. It's been her night tonight. Can't take that away from her. Having one of her best games of the season, and Dracut will improve to 1-16. Gonna get their first W of the ball game, and that's got to be a huge weight off their shoulders going this whole season without a victory. And with 2 games left in the regular season, it looks like they're gonna finally be in the win column. Lancers still fighting hard though. Ball on the ground. Battistine going for it. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Dracut basketball. The Lancers will fall to 2-15 on the season. 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Stolen by Mejia. 6 seconds to work with. Mejia to Solar. Solar puts the ball down. 1 second. At the buzzer, Betances can't get it to go, and the Dracut Middies have their first win of the season. Congratulations to them. They are now 1-16, while the Lancers fall to 2-15. Folks, we want to thank you for joining us here on LPS Media. Big props to our crew, the Hernandez sisters, Carolina, and Kiana, Mimi Tan, Jessica Pimentel, David Vinas, Andy Aline. Our producer is Mr. Luis Lopez. My name is Jay Oza. Thanks for joining us here on LPS Media. Your final score for the final time, Dracut 55, Lawrence 42. Thanks for joining us, folks, and we'll see you next time.